Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Let me ask you something. Do you feel tired right now? Not just the kind of tired where you need sleep, but the kind of tired where your soul feels heavy, your heart feels restless, and your mind whispers, "I can't take it anymore." If that's you, pause, because what I'm about to tell you might change how you see this very moment. When you feel weak, it's not a sign that you've failed. It's not proof that Allah has left you. In fact, weakness is one of the most powerful signs that Allah is closer to you than you think. Weakness is His signal, His hidden way of saying, "Turn back to me, my servant. I am sending you strength." Think about it. Right now, as you sit here listening, you are alive. You are breathing, your heart is beating. That's not an accident. That's not random. That's Allah giving you another chance, another moment, another drop of strength you didn't even ask for. But here's the question you must ask yourself. What if the very moment you are ready to give up is the moment Allah has written for your breakthrough? What if your tears are not a sign of weakness, but a doorway to the greatest strength you will ever know? Stay with me, because if you stop listening now, you may walk away right before the strength you've been begging for finally arrives. Weakness is something every human being faces, yet most of us misunderstand it. We think weakness means we are broken, useless, or unworthy. But Allah, in His infinite wisdom, teaches us something different. Think about the people before us. Prophet Musa, peace be upon him, felt weak standing before Pharaoh. Prophet Yunus, peace be upon him, felt helpless in the belly of the whale. Even our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, had moments where his heart felt heavy, where his companions worried, where they were outnumbered and afraid. So here's the truth. If prophets felt weakness, then your weakness does not make you less. It makes you human. It makes you chosen. It makes you someone Allah is preparing for something greater. But let's get personal. Have you ever had a moment where even making dua felt too heavy? Where you sat in silence, staring at nothing, because you didn't even know what words to say? Maybe you thought, what's the point? Will Allah even listen? Here's the cliffhanger. Do you know what happens in those exact silent moments? The angels are still writing. Allah is still hearing, and your silence itself becomes worship. Let me interrupt you with a question. Isn't it strange that we only complain about weakness when it comes to our soul, but not our body? If your body feels weak, you rest, you eat, you recover. But when your heart feels weak, instead of resting it with prayer and Quran, we panic. Maybe that panic is the real weakness, not the pain itself. And here's something you must hold on to. Weakness is not the end. It is the beginning of strength. Just like night falls before the dawn, weakness comes before victory. The pain you feel now may be Allah sharpening you for a strength you didn't know you had. Stay with me, because in the next act, we'll uncover why weakness is actually proof that Allah's help is closer than you imagine. When you feel weak, remember this. Allah never abandons His servants, never. Even when it feels like the darkness is endless, even when despair is whispering in your ear, Allah is closer than you can imagine. The Quran tells us, Allah does not burden a soul beyond what it can bear. Think about that. Even in your lowest moments, even when you feel like you are falling apart, you are carrying exactly the weight Allah knows you can handle. Not a gram more, not a gram less. Pause for a moment, reflect. That means the very exhaustion you feel, the fatigue in your soul, the tears you shed in silence, all of it is precisely measured by Allah. Your weakness is not random, it is purposeful. Now, here's the urgency you need to hear. Many people feel this weakness and they give up. They let despair consume them. They walk away just before their help arrives. Don't be that person. Don't let your moment of weakness be wasted. Your breakthrough could be just seconds away, but if you turn away now, you might miss it entirely. Let me break this down with a thought experiment. Imagine you are trying to lift a heavy weight. Your muscles burn, your arms tremble. You think, I can't do this. But then, just as you're about to drop it, someone stronger comes behind you and helps you lift it effortlessly. That's exactly what Allah does. Your burden feels heavy, but He is ready to bear it with you. Quick question to reset your attention. Have you ever noticed that your body asks for rest the moment it reaches its limit? Isn't that fascinating? Your soul works the same way. Weakness is a signal. It's Allah's way of saying, stop struggling on your own. Turn to me, I will carry you. What if the strength you are about to receive is not just enough to get through today, but enough to transform your entire life? What if this very moment of weakness is the spark that ignites your ultimate strength? Let's face it, weakness feels uncomfortable. Nobody likes to feel powerless, lost, or exhausted. We are trained to hide it, to fight it, to mask it with distractions. But what if I told you that weakness is actually your greatest opportunity? Think about it. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, experienced exhaustion, grief, and moments when he felt overwhelmed by the burden of guiding humanity. Yet, in those very moments of weakness, Allah granted him strength that no one else could see. His patience, his resolve, his unwavering faith, these were born from the trials that seemed unbearable. Your weakness works the same way. Every tear you shed, every silent prayer in the dark, every moment you feel like giving up, it is not wasted. It is being transformed into something powerful, something unstoppable. Here's a truth most people miss. Strength is not just about what you can do when you feel capable. True strength is about what you can do when you feel incapable. Now let's pause for a moment and reset your mind. Isn't it strange how we fear weakness so much, yet weakness is the very doorway to strength? Imagine a seed buried in the dark soil. To the world it seems lifeless, small and weak, but hidden beneath the surface it is gathering energy, preparing to grow into a mighty tree. That seed is your soul right now. What if your weakness is the exact proof that Allah has chosen you for something extraordinary, that He is placing you in the fire not to destroy you, but to refine you? That the very pain, the exhaustion, the loneliness you feel is a secret invitation to awaken a strength that will surprise even you? Now think, what would happen if, instead of running from weakness, you embraced it? What if every tear, every sigh, every moment of despair became the fuel for the strongest version of yourself yet? Here's the truth you've been waiting for. Weakness is not a curse. Weakness is not a sign that Allah has turned away. Weakness is a hidden invitation, an opportunity for transformation that most people miss because they don't recognize it. Every tear you've shed in silence is a conversation with Allah. Every sigh, every restless night, every moment you feel like giving up, it is recorded, noticed, and loved by the most merciful. And here's the urgency. If you ignore this moment, if you allow despair to consume you, you may miss the very key to your strength. But if you lean into it, if you surrender your weakness to Allah, it becomes your weapon. Your weakness is not your enemy. It is your bridge to divine power. Think about the story of Prophet Ayub, peace be upon him. He faced illness, poverty, loneliness, and despair. Yet he said, "Indeed, adversity has touched me, and you are the most merciful of the merciful." Notice what he didn't do. He didn't curse his suffering. He didn't run from it. He accepted it and turned to Allah. And what happened? Allah returned his health, his wealth, his family, and honor. His weakness became the stage for his greatest triumph. Now imagine yourself in your current situation, the weakness you feel today, the fatigue, the heartbreak, the sense of being overwhelmed, is a prelude to the greatest strength Allah is about to grant you. Here's the mindset shift you need. Ya Allah, I am weak, but you are strong. Ya Allah, I cannot, but you can. Ya Allah, my heart is tired, but you will revive it. Say that quietly. Say it again. Let it sink in. Let it become your mantra. Because this is not just hope, it is a promise. Weakness is not the end. Weakness is the beginning of an unstoppable rise. Pause and reflect. Every challenge you face, every moment of despair, every time you feel broken, it is Allah preparing you. Strength is already on its way. You just need to recognize it. You just need to turn to Him. So do not run from your weakness. Do not hide it. Embrace it. Let it lead you to patience, surrender, and unwavering trust in Allah. And remember, the very moment you feel weakest is often the moment when your greatest strength begins to awaken. Allah is sending it right now. Are you ready to receive it?